Hello all my beautiful angels, welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Shyla, here with another video. I hope that you guys are all ready to have an amazing weekend. I hope that you did something fun this week. When am I filming this? I'm filming this on Thursday, so you guys will see it on Friday. I'm going to do my best to not look to the side in the little viewfinder. It's because, you know, it throws me off, this new camera. I'm so used to being above and you can't like notice. But anyway, I'm going to try not to look at this whole thing. So if you catch me doing that, yell at me down below. Anyway, I hope that you guys have some good plans for this weekend. This weekend, I've got all kinds of plans. Tomorrow, I'm going to go see Avengers. I might take a road trip on Saturday and do some pictures and maybe drive over to Sacramento. I don't even know, but I know I'm going to be starting week 3 of Bella's Fit Guide. And I'm kind of dreading. I got to really shape it up the next 2 weeks because I've been under so much stress. I've had so much going on. I've got a cat walking around right here. I've got so much going on that I have not been very good with my diet. I have done all the workouts, and I'm going to say week 2 has definitely been harder than week 1, but I have not done very good with the diet part of the workout. There's been several stressful days, so I know I've lost a little, but not as much as I could have been if I had been really, really sticking to the diet that I told you guys I was doing. Anyway, we'll talk about that when I get into the update. Anyway, I am going to go to Avengers tomorrow. I'm super excited, or today when you guys watch it. I'm filming it on a Thursday, like I said. And today is the NFL draft. All weekend is the NFL draft. I'm super excited. I've got a cat here, like I said. She looks all confused because I moved her food so I could film. Anyway, today we're going to have a different video because I'm kind of poor right now, so I can't afford to buy a whole lot of stuff. So as much as I would love to do hauls, I can't really afford to buy a whole lot. So I'm trying to think of things I can film for you guys. And now that my vlogging camera is broke, it's hard to carry this big camera around and do vlogging out and about. I mean, I already get weird looks because Reno isn't a big town and seeing somebody vlogging is a lot different for these people here. But then when they see me carrying around this giant ass camera on my little vlogging thing, I look really silly. Anyway, I'm digressing. Anyway, so today we're going to do a special video which I thought of because we just passed 420, and that is going to be my experience with marijuana and my thoughts as a parent with marijuana. But before we get going too far into this video, take a second, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you don't do it now, please do it by the end. Also, don't forget to hit the little bell button. That way you're notified whenever I post a new video. If you are new here, I post every Monday, every Friday. I got my hands going all over the place. Sorry. Sometimes on a Wednesday. It depends on if life gets in the way and what I have to film. With the bell button turned on though, you will be notified whenever I do post a new video. Also, don't forget to check out my Instagram. I post there every day. I post polls, I post questions and the stories. There's actually going to be some questions going up for a Q&A I'm going to be filming really soon for my 3 months post-op update because it's a very big point in the post-op when you hit the 3-month mark. So I'm going to be filming for that, and I'm going to be doing questions on there, answering questions and a Q&A at the end of it like I did for the 1-month one. So make sure you follow there. It's always fun. And we get to have a good relationship as long as you're not creepy. I'm not going to lie. I have been in a super, super banning mood lately. Blocking mood for anyone that wants to be ultimately creepy. Like the ultimate version of creepy and send me stuff that they shouldn't. Send me inappropriate DMs. And I've just been blocking the shit out of people. Anyway, we're not going to get into that. Fair warning to all you boys. Anyway, also don't forget to check out my Patreon. I'm constantly posting new stuff on my Patreon, new clothes that I get that don't fit. I might be posting some of my older Gymshark stuff soon, some more. I might go through my older Flex collection because I don't wear them very often. And tomorrow is the Alphalete Revival launch. I wish I could buy every single new color coming out. I am so excited for it. I might splurge to just buy one. I can't really afford it. The adult version of me says to not buy it. But it's workout clothes. Do workout clothes count? I feel like workout clothes and work clothes don't count. Anyway, let's start talking about the topic at hand. I live in Nevada, so I live in a state, if any of you don't know, in Nevada, marijuana is legal. So before anybody gets up in arms, marijuana is legal here. And first thing we're going to talk about is my experience with marijuana. Now, I grew up in a completely different time. I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s when the response to drugs was just drugs are bad. And I'm sure, and if any of you don't know, any of you are older are going to remember, it was always a slogan of drugs are bad. They didn't give you an explanation, just drugs are bad, all drugs are bad. You know, everyone remembers the egg in the frying pan, and this is your brain on drugs, etc., etc., etc. So and being an athlete back then like I was, and there being drug tests when I was in high school and whatnot, I never got into drugs. It was never really my thing. I never tried it. I was never interested in trying it. And what's crazy is even working in the car business, it's kind of like the steamy underbelly of the car business. And if you didn't know that, now you do. So many people in the car business do drugs. It's crazy. I was around it all the time. I've been in the car. I'm sure I've had secondhand highs just from driving the car while people are smoking. But I had never done it myself. Anyway, I've been trying new things. I've been trying to be more open, and I've been trying new things. Like I drank more this last year than I ever have. You know, going out and actually not getting drunk. I've never actually really got drunk out and about, but just drinking out more with friends and whatnot, or people I thought that were my friends, I guess the case was. Except for when I went out with Winter. Then I actually drank with friends. That's the one time I've actually been out drinking with friends. Anyway, I'm digressing. So I thought I would try something new. So I went to the dispensary. I went someplace legit, and I got some gummies to try. That was what I thought I would try, because I don't know if I would be able to deal with, actually getting the smoke and whatnot, and smoking and the smoke, and I don't want the smoking. Anyway, so I got some gummies to try. I'd love to tell you what they were. I probably have the package for them somewhere, but they were watermelon gummies, and you all know I love watermelon. So I decided one night I would try it, and I was trying it while I was gaming, and about an hour after I only had one, and about an hour after I tried it, I could not focus on the gaming anymore. My head started to feel heavy. I started to feel lightheaded. And so I decided just to watch TV, and so I'm watching TV, and then I started to feel like really shitty, and I couldn't focus on what was going on, and I started to feel really dizzy. And I remember going in to talk to my son at one point, and it's when we lived in the old house, and he was trying to keep the cat out of his room, and the cat like ran in there, and I had this like super long delayed reaction of like 5 seconds after the cat ran in there, as I was just standing there with the door open oh, the cat came in. I remember that happening, and then I remember telling him that I was going to go lay in bed, because I like the room was spinning and I felt nauseous, and I was like, whatever, I'm just going to go lay in bed. And I went and laid in bed and went to sleep until I felt better. That was my one experience with marijuana. I personally don't like it. I don't like how it makes me feel. It made me dizzy. It made me nauseous. It made my stomach upset. It has different effects on different people, and that's just how my body reacted to it, and that was my one time trying it, and I don't think I'll ever do it again, because like, and I can't say that, I can't say stuff like how do people function on this, because everybody has their own reaction to it, and that's just mine, and I do not like how it makes me feel on it. That's the only time I've ever tried marijuana. I don't foresee myself trying it again. I am not that girl. But that's my thoughts. Now we're going to get into my thoughts as a parent in a state where marijuana is legal, and my thoughts as a parent with marijuana. Now, like I said in my last video, I'm by no means a perfect parent, and this is just my personal opinions on marijuana and kids. Now, everybody's kid is different. Everybody's parenting is different. I personally feel that marijuana with kids is very similar to especially if you live in a state where it's legal. To me, it is about the same as when we were kids and drinking was illegal. Everyone you knew in high school drank. You may not have. I didn't drink in high school, but all my friends did, and I don't look down upon it. And it is what it is. With marijuana being legal now, if you're in certain states, if you're 21 and over, it is basically the same as us trying to get alcohol when we were younger. And every kid is different. If you have a kid that's responsible and isn't a fuck up and understands shit and is smart, and they want to do it and they want to try it, I don't see any problem with your kids trying it, especially if you have an open enough relationship for them to come to you about it. That's the ultimate way, because then you can do whatever you need to do to help out, so they're not getting it. Because remember, like alcohol, do you remember when we were younger and we wanted to drink some alcohol and we were going to get it no matter what? I mean, they're going to find ways to get it, and if I personally would rather have them getting it at a respectable place than getting it off the streets and you don't know what they're getting. Now, if you have a kid that's like a fuck up, and excuse my language, and is irresponsible and can't handle shit, you never know what's going to happen, so you might not want to be as open with them about this type of stuff. But depending on, you know, your relationship with your kid and how your kid is, you know, you might want to be that parent that helps them out and, you know, make sure that it's like in a controlled environment. So that is my thoughts on it. Not that I'm condoning anything, so don't think I'm condoning anything, and I just wanted to share my experiences with it and my thoughts with it. I personally don't see any problem with kids trying it if they're responsible enough to handle it and they understand it, because it's basic, like I said, it's basically the same as alcohol. You can abuse alcohol just like you can abuse marijuana, and I personally feel like abusing alcohol is gonna have a worse effect than abusing marijuana. And kids, adults, you know, if somebody wants to do it, they're going to do it. And they're going to figure out a way to do it. So it's better to be open about it and not be, you know, as condemning about it, especially now that it's becoming legal in more and more states. So that is my 2 cents on it. Those are my thoughts. Leave your thoughts down below on it. Hopefully you liked the video, and also leave video ideas. And like I said, don't forget to pay attention to my Instagram stories, because I am going to be posting that question and that Q&A, the question and answer portion for my 3-month post-op questions. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you back on Monday with another video. Love you all.